Let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever been so good at what you do, people start getting suspicious? Like you're doing so much, so fast, so flawlessly, that people start whispering, who's helping them? Not out of admiration, but out of envy. And here's the kicker. You've probably heard it or seen it in their eyes. That weird combination of shock, jealousy, and quiet investigation. They're not just impressed. They're low-key trying to crack your code. This message isn't for everybody, but if your spirit just jumped a little, then yeah, it's definitely for you. You've been grinding, building, creating, and folks are stunned because in their minds, there's no way you could have done it without a team, a mentor, or some secret society backing you. You ever feel like people are watching you more closely now? Not to cheer you on, but to figure out your formula. Who's feeding them ideas? Who's funding this? Who's giving them the blueprint? Meanwhile, you're just over here minding your own business, drinking water, and doing your purpose. Here's what they don't know, and probably couldn't handle even if they did. You're being guided, divinely, quietly, consistently. Your strength doesn't come from people. It comes from a place they don't understand, much less believe in. And because they don't believe in divine guidance, they assume you must have some team working overtime behind the scenes. They think you've got an agent, a marketing squad, 5 assistants, and a PR manager. Truth is, it's just you and divine alignment. They've underestimated your work ethic, your time management, and your faith in your path. You're operating on a different frequency. They move in circles. You move in clarity. And let's not lie, it's funny sometimes. They're scrambling to imitate your results while totally ignoring the spiritual foundation you've been quietly building for years. You're tapped in, they're just logged on. They think you're cheating the system because you're outpacing the ones who have more money, more resources, more connections. But your resource, focus, faith, flow. You move smart. You don't waste time asking for confirmation every 5 seconds. You get that divine nudge, and you move. While they sit there second-guessing everything, you've already launched, built, refined, and upgraded. They need 10 people to produce what you can do in a single morning. Why? Because you're not trying to impress anybody. You're aligned with purpose. You're disciplined. You show up daily, even when nobody's clapping. They're confused because they think success is about appearances. Meanwhile, you're stacking results in silence. They don't understand how you're staying consistent, even when life tries to pull you in every direction. But they don't see your quiet rituals, your inner compass, your spiritual discipline. What really messes them up? You're not even done yet, you're just getting warmed up. You're almost where you want to be, and they can feel it. Your momentum is palpable. That scares people who've been standing still. So now they're on a mission, not to learn from you, but to steal from you. They want to know your team so they can poach your connections, but there's nothing to steal, because your source isn't external. If they had access to the same guidance, they still couldn't replicate your process. Why? Because they're not willing to surrender their ego, their doubt, their laziness. You've paid for this path in tears, silence, faith, and late nights. What they're really looking for is a shortcut, but you didn't take one. You took the high road, the one with no signs, no map, and no crowd, and somehow you're still moving like a convoy. So keep going, keep flowing. Let them wonder, let them doubt. You don't owe them clarity, you don't owe them proof. Your results are speaking for themselves, and the right people hear it loud and clear. Let them keep searching for your support system while you keep being your own system, supported by the unseen. They won't believe you when you say it's spiritual. That's okay. Let them think it's magic. Maybe it is. What matters is, you're not stopping. You're climbing, you're glowing, you're expanding. And if you're still watching this video, I need you to know this. Your presence is powerful. Your pace is protected. Your purpose is unfolding exactly as it should. So if this resonated with you, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, and share this video with someone who moves in silence just like you. Because your story is not done. And your glow up, it's divine. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, thank you for the kind of guidance that doesn't always make sense to others, but speaks clearly to my spirit. Thank you for the whispers that redirect my steps when I'm unsure, and for the peace that follows when I choose to trust what I feel over what I see. I'm deeply grateful for the unseen hands shaping my journey. Even when I can't grasp the full picture, you are orchestrating something greater than I could ever imagine. Each detour, each delay, and even each disappointment has quietly worked in my favor. Protect me, Lord, from those who secretly seek to sabotage my path, those who imitate my essence or try to intercept what was never theirs. Wrap me in spiritual armor so my energy, vision, and blessings remain untouched by deception. Help me stay rooted in truth when others try to project their confusion onto my clarity. May I never shrink or second-guess the calling placed on my life just because it doesn't fit into someone else's limited perspective. Keep my eyes fixed on progress, not applause. Let my soul crave purpose, not popularity. Even if the crowd doesn't understand the mission, let me remain loyal to the inner voice you placed within me. Guard my energy from silent envy, passive aggression, and spiritual attacks that come dressed as friendship. Let my discernment be sharp and my boundaries be blessed. May nothing low vibrational gain access to my high calling. Allow the work of my hands to speak volumes, even when I choose silence. Let the seeds I've planted bloom in such a way that my impact is undeniable, regardless of who gives credit or recognition. I release any fear of being misunderstood. I'm no longer afraid to walk alone if it means walking in truth. I embrace divine timing, knowing that what's mine will never miss me, and what misses me was never mine. May I remain in alignment with the source of all creativity, wisdom, and peace. Let my thoughts be inspired, my words intentional, and my actions aligned with something higher than ego or expectation. And above all, may my journey be a quiet inspiration to others, not because I shouted, but because I lived authentically. Let my transformation speak louder than words, echoing through time as proof of what's possible when we trust the process. Amen. If you're still watching this, you're part of the tribe. The ones who rise in silence, the ones who glow without showing off. So go ahead, subscribe, drop a comment, and hit that like button. Because this space is for the doers, the dreamers, and the divinely guided. Welcome to your next level.